welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. My name is Leoneve and I am so glad that you are here. This channel is completely dedicated to DIYs, crafts, and flips. And today I have for you 5 really cool, really amazing handmade decor that I know you're gonna wanna try. Don't forget to visit my Etsy shop. I do have it linked down below. I have this hat as part of my merch, as well as 2 other hats, and brand spanking new, this bag, which is so totally cool, is very big. It's perfect as a purse, as well as carrying craft supplies. I have tons of pockets, so check it out. Again, it is linked down below in the description box. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get started. For this first handmade decor, I am going to take one of these square dolls. They're about maybe a 1x1, and I'm going to give it one rough coat of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white. I'm not looking for a perfect coat because I am going to be distressing it, and I am going to use my electric sander and a 120 grit sandpaper. I'm going to mainly focus on the little edges, but a little bit here and there everywhere else. Once that is done, I'm going to take some of these picks that I recently got at Target Dollar Spot. They were $3 each, and I thought they were maybe a little bit on the expensive side, but they were really good quality. So I'm going to start marking on the doll where I want to drill a hole. I'm going to use my drill and a drill bit that matches the size of the stem of the picks. Now I'm going to start by kind of tilting. Well, I'm first going to start by drilling down a little bit, and then I'm going to tilt the drill so that the holes are actually made on an angle facing down, because we're going to make our own little kind of like a Christmas tree. So we're going to do the same thing all the way down until I have enough holes for all the picks. And you're going to start seeing that I'm going to place them and then drill, place them and drill. That way I know exactly where I want to drill them.
Let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times.
I am now going to cut the stems where I need them because, of course, I want to make sure that they're all about the same size. So I'm going to use one to measure, and then from that one, I'm going to use that one to cut the rest of them. And then it's time to start really assembling the tree. So we're just going to place a little bit of hot glue on each hole, and then we're going to place the stem right in, all the way in, and then pressing down. I want the branches to kind of face down, and I'm going to do that all the way down. Now at the end, I forgot to drill one more hole, so we're going to do that after the all the picks are in. And as you're going to notice, the branches are only going to be towards the side and the front. The back is going to be flat because I do want this to be a tree where you can place on a wall, like on a mantle, or maybe even a console table, and then have the picks just in the front and the sides. I'm going to use this leftover 2x4 that I had from a previous DIY that didn't sell, so I disassembled it and kept the pieces. I drilled a hole right in the middle as well as at the bottom of the tree. Now I'm going to screw in a screw that's going to be long enough to poke on the other side of the 2x4, and then I'm just going to screw in the tree just like you see here and tighten it as much as it's tightened. This is just going to be a base so that it doesn't fall, and it also just gives it a little bit of a weight on the bottom. So now we're just going to kind of look at the tree, and then I'm going to start separating the little branches, just kind of like where I want to see them. Just a little bit of fluff to add a little fluff to the tree.
And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss it.
I'm going to use some of this leftover faux fur that I got off of a Christmas tree skirt last year. I've used it in several DIYs already, but I'm going to cover up the front just a little bit. So we're going to hot glue it around and then cut the excess so that it looks nicely neat and finished. I thought it'd be really cool to use some of that same faux fur and just cover the bottom base so it looks like it's sitting on a nice bed of
Oh,
snow.
we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But
Once
this
I trim the edges to make sure that it looks finished and clean cut, we're done. I love this handmade Christmas tree. I think it's perfect for any decor. And just think, you can do this with any picks you have. It doesn't have to have these from the Target dollar spot. It could be from anywhere, any picks, and you can make it as tall as you want. I think it's stunning.
wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the January. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Now this Christmas.
For the next handmade decor, I am going to take these skis that I got at the Target dollar spot as well. I'm going to remove the little handles that is on top. We're just going to unscrew them off. And then we are going to fill in the little holes with some wood filler. That way we can cover them up. And then we're going to give everything one coat of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white to cover up of course, the middle section, but also brighten everything
Whoa,
up.
oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories.
I am now going to take one of these Target dollar spot evergreen wreaths and we're just going to remove everything from it, fluff it just a little bit, and we're going to hot glue it right to the center of the skis. We're going to make a little decor for like a wall, but make it a little bit more festive than what the skis and the wreath are. So putting them together works perfectly. Then I'm going to take some of this ribbon that I got last year from Dollar General. It's really good quality. We are going to make a very simple bow and we're going to tie it in the center with some jute string. And then we are going to take more ribbon and make another bow to set it right on top of this
I've
one.
been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you so.
I am going to take some white jute string that I got on Amazon. By the way, if you haven't visited my Amazon store, I do have a link down below. I have there many of my favorite supplies and tools that I get on Amazon. So if you check it out, it is linked down below. But here we go. Look how beautiful. I did add that little bell in the center of the bow to, again, just add a little bit more festivity. But what a beautiful decor this turned out to be.
Letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it
For the next handmade decor, I am going to start with some foam core from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut two little rectangles. They are going to be 3 inches by about 5 inches. And then we're going to line and color the edges using a permanent red marker in a square. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of line it down, fill it in, because we're going to make 2 little small envelopes. Using my Cricut, I cut out this little address and stamp decal that we're going to place on each envelope right in the center, as well as the name of Santa Claus, so that it looks that each letter is addressed to Santa Claus. I am now going to take this mailbox that I got at Target dollar spot for $5. I thought it was a pretty good deal. And we are going to hot glue the letters right onto the top. making it seem like the mailbox is filled to the top with letters to Santa. You're going to see that I tilted one and then the other one's just going to be left right on top just like that. That way, again, it just looks like it just has full of letters. Now we're going to start adding some embellishments with some greenery picks that I get on Amazon, and I do have them on my Amazon store. We're going to start hot gluing them to that top portion there. It just seemed a little bare. We just wanted to make it a little bit more festive. I'm going to take some of these white berries that I got at the store at home. We're going to hot glue them one on each side, and then we're going to add a little bit of red berries that I had left over from last year just to add a little bit of color. And then in the center we're going to add another one of those little bells from the Dollar Tree, again just to finish it off and add some festive look to it. And I think this turned out so beautiful. I love it. I think this would be perfect for like an entryway or even a porch. I think it will look really cool. I really like the way it turned out. For this next handmade decor, I am going to take this little wooden tray from the Target dollar spot. It was $3 and I thought it was a pretty good deal. Then I'm going to take 3 of these really cool shaped candles from the Dollar Tree. We're going to place them right across the wooden plate. Now we are going to take 2 ties. These are garland ties from the Dollar Tree. We're going to twist them together, fluff them up a bit, and then we're going to tie them together to make a circle. We're going to make 3 of these, and then we're going to join them together with a little bit of a piece of garland tie to create kind of like a centerpiece for like either a table or a console table. You can place this anywhere.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together.
Now that the candles are wrapped around with the ties, I am going to start adding some embellishments. These little red glittery picks are from the Dollar Tree. I cut them off of a larger pick. We're just going to start placing them all around until it looks nice to the eye. And then we're going to add some more things like pine cones and bells just to add some more decorative items. We're going to keep it on the simple side because it's already beautiful. And I think this is going to be one of those pieces where you can use year after year by just replacing the candles. And I think it's stunning.
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what
For the next handmade decor, I am going to start with this piece of 1x10 that I had in the garage. It was left over from a previous DIY that I cut off a piece of it, and I'm going to sand it down to smooth it out and then give it 1 coat of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white. And once again, we're not going to do a perfect coat because we are going to heavily distress it. Using my palm sander and a 150 grit sandpaper, I am going to sand away and distress, and I'm going to distress pretty much a lot of the places. I want this to have a little bit more of a farmhouse look. We're going to wipe it down really well because we want to be able to stick this stencil that I made with using my Cricut, and I'm going to place it on the right side of the board, and then we're going to stencil it using Waverly chalk paint and the ink. Now we're done with the stenciling. I'm going to take these little snowshoes that I got at Target Dollar Spot for $5. We're going to remove the greenery and the jute string that was already on it. And then we're going to add liberally quite a bit of hot glue. We want to make sure these stick to the board. We're just going to hot glue them to the left side of the Let It Snow words. And then we're going to start adding some embellishments. Again, we're going to use some greenery from Amazon. We're going to hot glue them on the top. We're going to just keep adding some decorative items to make it very festive. And we're just about done with this one. I think this is another one that is just so festive, so beautiful. It can go in any decor, any home. And how inexpensive it was. I love, love, love that all these items were just a few dollars and then using what I already had at home. If I were to choose my favorite, I think it would be the tree, the first one. But let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Don't forget to visit my Etsy shop, which is linked down below, as well as my Amazon store. If you are visiting for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoy the video and I hope it inspires you to create your own handmade Christmas decor. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you want to watch more inspiration, more Christmas decor, check out these two links here. These two videos have tons more of inspiration for you. So check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.